And welcome to another episode of Stinkin, Thinkin with Robert and Chandra. We are just over a month into our relationship, 35 days, is that correct?
That's right.
And we're still working through some stuff, but we're doing better. We're just like it says. Excuse me, I had a big mouth of saliva. I don't know. It just came out of nowhere. Just the thought of being with you for 35 days is making my mouth water, I guess.
Is it recording us? I don't see anything on the screen.
Yeah, it's recording us.
Okay.
See, it's just because I don't
Okay.
like that. So there. Just because you don't see anything
That's
on the
right.
screen doesn't mean we're not there. But, just like it says in the Chicago song, we're feeling stronger every day, right?
Right.
Right. Okay, so, what do you want to talk about? I mean, what has happened this week that you think the people that listen to this podcast should know about?
We're still trying to get through our process of getting Bobby divorced.
Yeah, which we made a huge step this week. I went down to the courthouse. I took the day off. I had a vacation day to spend, and so I went down to the courthouse. Made sure the paperwork was filed out correctly, and for the most part it was, except for a little detail or two. So once that got fixed, I got it filed, and hopefully in about, I'm hoping like 21 days, 28 days, we can get this whole thing over with. Because we've already set a date to get married.
That's correct. We've set a date for November 20th, and he's already requested his day off, which fortunately falls in, I work for the school district, so it falls within my Thanksgiving vacation. But we can't get anybody to do it at the courthouse on that date, so we have to travel to another county, which is 15 miles away.
Yeah.
So trying to coordinate everything, is kind of nerve-wracking, because we just want it simple, and of course we have to get witnesses. And so, do you have them meet you over there in the other county? Do you take them? And then, it's just, I've had weddings before where you have to set the whole thing up, you have to tear the whole thing down, you're responsible for a lot of people, and it's just so much work. I don't even want that. I just want the day for ourselves without other people, but it can't be that way.
No. So, we got a message from my ex-to-be today asking if she could have the papers amended so where that she can go back to her previous last name, or her
Maiden name?
Maiden name, thank you. So hopefully that isn't a big ordeal, which I don't think it should be, but it just worries me about money and stuff, but we'll get it figured out. Anyway, so, but yeah, that's been going on, and I think for the most part, people are pretty happy for us.
For the most part.
Yes, when your song comes on, and you just go like, yes, that's our song.
It's so cute.
Yeah. So, anyway, anything else that we need to talk about? We've had a pretty good week. We've had a few bumps along the road, but we've got through them. We've been just loving each other. We've been supporting each other. Yeah, it's been a pretty good week, I think.
It's just that what we go through are anxiety hitches because we run Uber and we deal with drunks and like people that are like trying to touch my hair in the back seat and women that are trying to feel all over him, and it's just annoying.
Yeah.
Like, and I think we have different driving styles that makes me crazy.
Yeah.
And just anxiety when you have other people living with you that don't have like the same standards you have and leave their stuff laying around instead of just picking it up.
Yeah.
It's just like little things that I have to take a break and be like, I don't know, gotta fix this. Can't let it get to you, girl.
Yeah. And but you got someone got you a dozen red roses.
Yeah. Point them out over there. They're beautiful.
See if I
They're
can
huge.
move the camera over there. I can't zoom in, but they're right over there. If you see them,
On that table over
they're
there.
sitting right. They're on the table there.
They're beautiful. So gorgeous.
So yeah.
So how can I be a rotten little complainer when my sweet got me these beautiful roses?
That's right. I'll be the rotten complainer because I seem to complain about everything. I do not like traffic. I cannot drive patiently, and which is something I need to work on. And it just seems like no matter where I go, there's traffic. If I'm in a hurry, there's cars in my way. It's just like, really. So yeah, I need to be more patient in that aspect.
And one of my things is I lived alone for so long that I have my own routines, and I'm like I was isolated from people, except for I was renting an apartment with my mother for like 3 years, so we just stayed to ourselves. Mm-hmm. And so basically I don't have to deal with annoying people.
Me.
Yeah, if something annoys me, like Bobby will say something like, "Oh, another red light," and to me that's just like complaining. And where I have the mentality, you know, if you have stinking thinking, your dreams are stinking.
Yeah.
I just would rather just totally avoid situations where there's conflict or anxiety, and I just want to get away from it. So that's been a challenge this week.
It just seems, and I'm sorry that I feel this way, it just seems like I always hit red lights, and I don't know why it is. And Chandra mentioned this because of my negative outlook on things, and that it's the universe that is just bringing the negativity to me because I'm attracting it, something like that.
I don't know if you're attracting negativity, but I just think it's like certain times of day when we're running Ubers, of course you're going to have heavy traffic because it's rush hour.
Yeah.
Lights are always red because they gotta let the other lanes go.
Why can't they let me through first?
It doesn't work that way.
Oh man. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna cut this podcast it's gonna be short and sweet.
Yeah.
We've had a pretty rough weekend.
But we have had a great sex life this week.
Yes, we have. Sorry for all of you who
don't think 50-year-old people invented sex, but we've done it.
We have a pretty good sex life, that's for damn sure.
So it's been a great week. We've worked through lots of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so one of the things that we're going to talk about is 10 things to keep your relationship going strong. And so let me just pull it up here.
And Bobby is still over 2 weeks soda free, and he is just shedding pounds like crazy.
Yeah. So if you look at me now, compared to what I looked at like when we first started this podcast, I'm sure you'll notice a difference.
I will show a picture
of
here
we go.
With oral Hershiser.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here's.
This is from the first week we met.
Yeah. So yeah, look at how swollen my face is compared to now. And that's just like, that's not even a month ago.
Nope.
No. So, yeah. So that's awesome. And yeah, I've lost 10 pounds since I've cut soda out of my diet, out of my life. It's still right there. It's sitting right there on the floor, but I have no interest in popping one open and taking a drink because Why would I want to? Why would I want to go back to that?
He is still sleeping well and not snoring without a CPAP machine.
Yeah.
And he says to me constantly all day, I feel better. I can't believe what
I feel great.
A huge change something like that would make.
My dreams are fine. I think I'm sleeping better. There was one thing, I was going to mention this, and I just really need to write stuff down because now I can't think of it. Yes, and this is about the CPAP thing. Oh. Yes. Okay, so here's my big rant to the local hospital here, St. Luke's in Twin Falls, Idaho. Now, I went in there for the sleep study, and they said I had mild to moderate sleep apnea. And so what do they do in order to fix this situation? They put me on a CPAP machine. They don't mention anything about maybe changing my diet. They don't mention anything about, cutting back on soda. They don't mention anything about that. That could possibly keep me off of the CPAP machine. No, they gotta, put the CPAP machine on me and get the supplier to, keep sending me supplies, which, that money adds up after a while. And so I got to the point where I just went down to return it on Monday this last week. And they told me, well, you already own the machine now. So I was like, I do? Wow, I didn't even know that. So I'm just going to tell them to stop sending me supplies. So, yeah, I really wish they would have, and instead of treating the issue with a CPAP machine, they would have cured the issue by advising me to cut back on the soda, by eating better, being healthier, because that to me is the whole key to avoiding sleep apnea. Not just treating it, but solving it. So I don't know. Am I wrong there?
No, I think lifestyle choices should have been talked about first, before that. But here in America, our medical system is not a healthcare system; it's a sick care system.
Yeah.
So if they can get you on meds, they can make more money, sell supplies. And that brings up another point we were going to talk about that we've forgotten, is that I am actually fasting right now, and I'm in a contest online.
Yeah.
I want to win the $875
well, let's
for the most
pictures.
Weight loss this week or this month.
Wouldn't that be something? Hey, you showed me a picture of me and Oral Hershiser, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, what I was saying is that I'm in a contest that ends the day before Halloween for the most weight loss. And basically, we're just fasting or whatever we need to do to get there. And I want to win that $875 so we can have a good time on our wedding, or if we go down to the hot springs, or go have a really good dinner afterwards. Just we have no expenses, just so it's ultimately fun.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now we can go ahead and get into our 10 ways to keep a marriage going strong.
And I asked Bobby, if you see me eating anything, I need your support. Yeah. I need you to be able to say, you can't have that, and not just be like, are you sure you want that? You can't have that. You can't do that. So he's being the support system that I need, and I really, really appreciate that.
Okay, so here we go. This is actually from Psychology Today, a reputable website, not something that's trying to get you to download their app like last time. Oh, no, that was the week before.
That was the Oprah Winfrey thing, wasn't it?
Something like that. Okay, so here's number 10. Be fully present. Life has so many parts to it, so many pieces of the puzzle to fit together. There are so many distractions vying for our attention. Ain't that the truth? Oftentimes we get so caught up in the nitty-gritty of daily life that we forget to be present, especially to our partner. And sometimes there are events in our life that need more of our time and effort. But barring any of these events that need special attention, it is essential to be fully present for our partner and to practice presence on an ongoing basis.
Okay, and this is from Psychology Today at psychologytoday.com. Yeah. Did you say that?
Yeah, I said that.
Okay.
But that's okay.
So we're not plagiarizing it, but regularly connect is the next subtitle. First of all, take time every day to talk to each other beyond the routine niceties. Check in with each other during the day. It doesn't take much time or effort on your part to ask someone how they're doing, how the day is going. People say they don't have time. Make the time.
Yeah, and we do that, I think.
And that's what we try to do with these little videos.
Next one is openly communicate. We do a good job of this one. This is very big. When things are going well and we agree, life and love are great. But there are times when we don't agree, and when certain topics arise, where you and your partner are far apart, it's inevitable this will happen at some point or so. At some point. So it's important to be prepared for how to deal with it. Often we are driven by a reaction to a situation and emotional responses that come up immediately. We get defensive, protective of our own point of view. Things fly out of our mouths, usually what we don't mean. Knowing each other well means... Knowing each other well... Oh yeah, that's what it means. Okay. Knowing each other well means finding a way to talk to each other and address an issue in a respectful and empathetic way.
So I have something to say about this.
Uh-oh.
So anyway, like we have so much in common, like our age, and we don't have children or much family around.
Right.
We have the same days off, kind of the same lifestyle, the same speed that we like to do things.
We like Van Halen.
Yes, lots of the little things and lots of the big things. So we have time to spend a lot of time together. Yeah. So we've been talking about everything that we think could cause us problems. Because we don't want to just be all la-di-da-di-da. We're like Care Bears. We're going to get married because we're in euphoria. Like we really want it to work. Yeah. So we try to talk about everything. And so I had something come up that really stressed me out because I don't have any debt, except for like $700 that I put on a credit card just this last year for groceries and stuff. So I don't have any other debt. I don't have, all I have is my $25 phone payment and my $35 a month minimum balance on my credit card. I don't have leases on anything, like my phone is pay by the month. I don't have like telephone, or I don't have TV subscriptions. I don't have internet subscriptions. Like I really am one of the few people that doesn't have a bunch of debt. And so it's easy just to come over here and live with Bobby, and Bobby's got more stuff because he's had more life events go on. Yeah. And so of course, I can see this because I'm in his house, and I can see mail that comes in, and I can see he has nice things. He has Netflix, and he has this nice computer, and he has this, he can go online and do all this internet, and he has, we've played games online. It's fun, lots of nice things. He has a nice game room. So he spends more money on things that he likes to make his life more fulfilling, where I'm more of the kind of person who's frugal and will save like cash, Yeah. And so, not saying that he doesn't have that either, but he just has more going on than I do. So I got kind of like stressed, and I had to tell him the other night, and it was hard to tell him. It was hard to tell you that I was like, I am scared to death about how you spend money and your debt and stuff, and I just really need you to help me through this. And he did. Yeah.
And I am done with my game room. I'm not getting any more games for my game room. This is the way I want it. I'm not getting anything else. So, okay. Oh, and this also goes on to say what you feel, especially if your emotions are raw, and leave plenty of room to talk your feelings out without interruption or defensiveness. Over time, you and your partner will develop your own shorthand way to address sensitive issues. Okay, yeah, just like we did. Okay, so you got the next one.
Okay, it's titled "Don't Get Lazy." Over the course of a relationship, we get comfortable, may be too comfortable and complacent. We may stop taking care of ourselves the way we used to. We may stop going the extra mile to please our partner. Sometimes people really get sloppy, unhealthy, and back to bad habits.
No!
If this happens, remember back when you first got together and what you did to make a good impression. Make the good impression again. It will be appreciated.
Okay. Keep your relationship fresh, like your breath. I don't know. There may be a lot you and your partner have in common, but adding something new to the mix keeps you discovering new things together. Having something new to look forward to helps you enjoy your time together even more. Adding new interests helps to broaden your horizons as a couple and adds new dimension to the relationship.
Hey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
What's that?
We did that last night.
Yes, we did.
He had a fun little app on his phone.
Yeah.
That we weren't scared to try out.
No.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was very, very fun.
It kept it new.
Kept it new, kept it fresh, kept it funky fresh, as we like to say.
That was fun.
Okay.
Connect physically. There we go again.
Yeah, we did that last night too.
This is not just about sex. Obviously, being intimate is an essential part of a healthy relationship. Connecting physically is also about showing affection, embracing, holding hands, touching, kissing, looking into each other's eyes.
Oh.
Hormones of attachment are released when we connect physically. These help to keep love alive and to keep us bonded to one another.
Yep.
And I had spent so much time alone, I forgot how good hugging could make you feel.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it releases...
Oxytocin.
Yeah, that's right. Appreciate each other's perspective. This is another big one. Too often when there are opposing views and differences of opinion, it's all too easy to want to push your position so that you're the one who's right. But rather than needing to be right and have your partner bow to your point of view, wouldn't it be better for each of you to have your own position while accepting that your partner thinks a different way? I guess, yeah, okay. Sometimes expressing these different perspectives gives you another avenue to explore and understand your partner in an expanded way.
Anything to add about that?
No. I think that's, yeah.
Okay, argue constructively. This could be a corollary to openly communicate and appreciate each other's perspective. Know when you've reached a civil limit of discussion. For example, say you've discussed a hot topic over and over again, and each time it escalates to the boiling point. Take a break and cool down before you proceed. Be specific about how you feel. Try not to project your feelings onto your partner. State your position clearly. Stay away from derogatory and insulting statements. No blaming or shaming. Don't drag the past into the discussion. Be respectful and keep an open mind. Yeah. That's a challenge for me at the beginning, you know, to shut it up when it's time to shut it up.
Yeah. Have realistic expectations. Always recognize what is great about your relationship. I think we do that. What keeps it together while also recognizing that even the best relationship may not be the be-all and end-all. In other words, you may not get some things you want in even the best relationship. Your relationship may have limitations. That's fine as long as you and your partner are on the same page about the most important aspects of your life together.
Today at church, one of the messages was realizing what stage of life you're at and how it can change by just having faith. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah. And the last one, drum roll.
Be true to yourself. Even in the closest relationship, it's essential to take care of your own needs. Don't assume that your partner knows what you want and need because they're supposed to know you so well. Be attentive to who you are as a separate, unique person in the relationship.
Okay. So 3 things. 3 things that I appreciate about you. I appreciate you just taking care of me. You taking care of the bedroom when it needs to be taken care of. And I appreciate you... I appreciate you steering me back on the right track when I get on a path of negativity.
I appreciate that you give up the control where I can do things in the house because it's not my house yet. We're still trying to.
Yeah.
I don't want to change everything that you like about your life. You know, the way it is.
Sure.
So yeah, and so that you give me the freedom for that. I really really like that. And
you're so cute.
I appreciate your honesty. You're so honest about everything, and your willingness to keep working at things we've set up. Like Friday night, we try to dance outside under the stars. We've done that for 4 weeks in a row. That's just so romantic.
Didn't quite work out this week, but we danced in another way, I guess you could say.
Yep.
So.
And we go to church every Sunday, and I love that about him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so great. I appreciate that about him.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate you being strong in your faith.
I love our church, so it's really fun to go to church. I guess we were late to church this morning. I thought it started at 10:30, but evidently it started at 10. Because when we walked in, they had just gotten done with praise and worship.
Yeah, I thought we were done. I thought we were there early. And yeah, I don't like missing the singing. I like it. And they got a good band, and it just makes me feel so good, and all my stress goes away.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's okay. We'll get it next week. All right. Well, I think that's everything, isn't it?
Yep.
So yeah, we set out a time of 40 minutes, and we're going to be like 13 minutes early on this, but that's okay. Thank you all for listening. This is Robert.
And Chandra.
Saying...
Hey, in line.
Saying we'll see you next week. I hope you all have a great week and just be good to each other.
Oh, that was nice today, wasn't it?